Hi, my name is Joseph and I'm the product owner of CiteVerse. Welcome back once again. This is CiteVerse where we have the promise to deliver the Bible to you at the speed of voice. So, for example, I say Matthew chapter 2 verse 3, the Bible pops up straight for me and then I can quickly go and then change my Bible version to say something. For example, I just want to play around. I have Spanish, I say it in Spanish and I say Jesus wept. It gives me the right verse, right? Now, but that's not actually where I'm going to today. Today, I want to show you two cool things you can actually do with CiteVerse. First of them is, what if you want to operate with CiteVerse as a desktop application on your laptop, right? That's the first part. And then the second part is going to be a step-by-step guide on how to actually use CiteVerse to transcribe video notes from one language to another. So hopefully you join me till the end. Thank you very much. Now, when we have a situation like this, what you want to do in terms of installing CiteVerse as a desktop app is to make sure you are on app.citeverse.live. You probably don't need to log in immediately, right? But once you are there, you should see an install icon like this. And all you have to do is click on the install icon. It asks you, do you want to install? And then you install it. Once you install it, then automatically you see it pop up in this nice little window and you have it installed as your desktop. As you can see here, I have the CiteVerse app installed for me, and then it just picks up my session from where I stopped, and then I can continue working on it. Installing CiteVerse as a desktop app is as simple as that on any desktop computer. So the second part actually then has to do with, while I'm here, I actually want to do a transcribing from one language to another. Essentially, I want to watch a Spanish video, get my notes taken for me in English so I can read later to understand what exactly the speaker was speaking about. How do I do that? If I have to first come to my settings, I make sure that I have my language in the language, my interface language, the language I want to receive the notes in, which is English in this case. And very, very importantly, I have to uncheck this box so that when I've finished listening to the video using the Chrome extension, I can tell the AI knows that it will give me the transcript back in English since I unchecked this box. So with those settings done, I'll split my screen so we have a way to see both of what is happening together at once, right? I have this is lovely. Once I'm on this, I can start the Chrome extension here and I start listening. And then if you watch any of the former videos, you know that once we have this, once I click on start the session and then it says listening for speech, I'm good to go. I can start this off here and then it starts playing. And then I see the transcript showing on here, first in Spanish, but my notes will be taken for me at the final point in English. So what you want to do is, again, this is on the desktop app, which works the same way. I'm already here in the browser extension. I can join in my live session and I see what is going on. Once I take my time to do all of this and I've finished listening to everything I want to listen to, that is fine by me. I'm not going to take too long because, again, this is a 10-minute video. We don't want to keep this video that long. Once this is done, I can end my session from anywhere, as always, from the desktop app. I'm good. Once I end it, the recording gets done and implemented for me. Now, this is where the beauty of CiteVerse comes in for us. We are done here, right? So what I want to do, or what I will quickly do, is I go to my journeys. Anytime you finish any session on CiteVerse, which is, as you see here, when I started out the discussion, is it had this, which I can definitely edit. But this is the message I just finished listening to in Spanish. Interestingly, you notice that I got every single interpretation from Spanish to English, with Bible verses being detected and put in on the fly for me without me having to do anything extra. Again, this is one of the things that makes CiteVerse stand out. You can start listening in one language and get your notes taken for you automatically. Once you are done, you get your notes in the language that you prefer so that you can always go back to study the Word of God and stay rooted and grounded in the Word of God. In the demo video, I spoke about the various options that we have. But today I'll probably just mention one more that we've probably not explored before, which has to do with using copying as Markdown. Again, if I usually want to use this where I feel like there was an issue and I want to probably edit further, I'll copy like with Markdown or plain text. I have this in my Google Docs. I click on paste as Markdown. Once I do that, then I have different options. I can edit the Bible verse portions here to say, I probably want the Bible verses to be split out, and then maybe for instance, I want this to be bold, I want everything to be italics, and then essentially that is how I'm able to get my notes from one language which I don't speak. I natively don't speak Spanish, to the language that I speak, which is English, and I'm able to follow languages in maximum six languages easily, because I can always with CiteVerse transcribe them back to English. So thank you very much for joining for today. Do let me know what you think about all the current features that are on CiteVerse, and then what you like, the things that you feel like maybe we can do better on CiteVerse, and then the features you will like to see, and the ones that are like, once you put this feature, I definitely will join, and then join the CiteVerse bandwagon. Thank you so much once again. Have a lovely weekend. And remember, CiteVerse is there for you to deliver the scripture for you at the speed of voice.